I still look back and always reminisce and remember Ignatius. Multiple times a week I'll find myself talking about remembering walking around the halls, messing around, talking to each other, making jokes, the lunch table, being able to like talk to the different teachers in class is really just some of the best times.
Outside of just academics, like the amount of fun I had in between classes, like the amount of fun I had at advisory, like the friends I made, even like lunch, outside of the big rallies, the fun sporting events, like outside of all that, I think in the slow days.
It is one of the best experiences that I've had, right? Whether it is the friends that I made, the learning that I did, or whether it's the way I developed spiritually.
Although it was simple and I kind of did it every day, hanging out with like my buddies just in the atrium or Rady or the senior lounge, like I think I take that for granted sometimes, and like watching the World Cup or one of the teams compete in the state championship, like those were extremely valuable, and I don't know, I miss them.
I would say life at Saint Ignatius was just a overall preparation for not just John Carroll, but the whole world. Consistent value and an important value that sticks with me to this day, which is being a man for others. And that kind of sounds like more just of a phrase, but it's really a lifestyle. Everything I do, I think of how I can serve somebody else.
There's so many things you could do, clubs, extracurricular, like sports and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of sports you get involved in freshman year that you maybe didn't have, an idea of even doing. I think that's a great way to, meet new people.
And it's really easy to get involved in different clubs and opportunities, as well as if there's not. It's very easy to start a club. I started a pickleball club my senior year with one of my teachers. Opportunities are endless at Ignatius.
Athletically, I was on the volleyball team, which is definitely not like the most conventional sport, but competitive on the state level. Also involved in pallbearers, would organize funerals and people to bear the caskets of those who have passed away with no one to carry them, whether lack of family or old age. So that was like really powerful to see.
I was part of Sienta, which is a Saint Ignatius Entrepreneurship Club. I learned many different things. I learned about the markets, how to manage my finances, stuff like that. And then my second extracurricular, I was a part of Multicultural Student Union Club, and I was able to just learn more about my culture.
The Saint Ignatius Broadcasting Network here on campus allows students to get involved really in all sides of sports media production, whether that's being a play-by-play announcer, a color analyst, or a writer, or a videographer. It's really a great experience to build skills and also to have a lot of fun.
So I think there were two major fronts that St. Ignatius really prepared me for being a student at Ohio State. On a spiritual front, St. Ignatius made sure to hold the Lord and religion at the center of your learning experience. Whether that was going to Mass, whether that was tying back topics to the theological values that we hold within our own faith, that ultimately applies to my life at Ohio State, where I make going to Mass every single week a huge priority within my student life and my education.
Ignatius prepared me academically. Yale's an elite college. So many people from many different backgrounds, and I felt included in the classroom. I felt like I belonged. It was no drop off for me. Ignatius gave me the best opportunity to succeed at that next level and meet my academic goals and achieve where I want to be at.
Here at school, I never really thought I was much of a math guy, but I still took calculus with Mr. Barker. And to say that changed how I viewed math and how much enjoyment I had would be an understatement.
It also builds on those soft skills that are really essential going forward, whether it's in social groups or exploring new options or preparing you in tough classes and learning to fail. A lot of people come to this school and they're a little fish in a big pond, and that's okay, because apply yourself and you get involved in sports and the arts. I think you can succeed, and you will come out of St. Ignatius a better person and a man for others.
The Alumni Network of Ignatius is probably one of the biggest differentiators compared to any other high school. It's almost comparable to that of a university in that it's not just a place you went for 4 years, but a place that's really part of you for life. Really kind of helping me get a step, an edge, foot in the door for opportunities post-graduation, which has been great.
I mean, especially in Miami, I've talked to guys who went to Ignatius and kind of making sure I kind of have an easy transition, giving me a heads up for what to expect. I mean, workload and different classes and stuff.
I had a summer job this summer, and they saw Ignatius, and I was instantly given the job. And my mentor is actually a former Ignatius grad and John Carroll grad, and he plays soccer as well. And now it's looking like I can have an internship for the FBI as a freshman. Ignatius's networking is second to none.
interviewing with this company, and the first thing he points out on my resume is the fact that I went to Ignatius. Ironically, he went to Ignatius himself, and then his hiring manager right beside him was a rowing coach at Ignatius. It just speaks to the brotherhood, the community that goes on here. It's amazing. It's definitely prepared me so much.
I mean, my parents, my mom, like, went to Holy Name, my dad went to public school, so it was a big jump up where it's like, you know, we're kind of invested in you, and they love, you know, wearing all Ignatius stuff wherever they went. And we still have a ton in the house, so my mom still wears it out even though no one's here anymore, but I think the family's really embraced kind of the full Wildcats, so.
The amount of people I see on a day-to-day basis at Ohio State that went to Ignatius really reminds me every day of, like, you went to a great school. You went to a really cool school. Truly was some of the best 4 years of my life. And if I could, I definitely would go back.
From being able to prepare yourself academically with the amount of rigor in the courses, from the exceptional athletics, great alumni network, and overall just the brotherhood and the connections you build here completely differentiates it from any other high school in the Cleveland area or anywhere else in the country.
Although it may seem like a small decision, and to be honest, like, it's still important because it's a launch pad for the future. It's not high school is supposedly like a stepping stone into your future. It's a little more than that here because of how well it sets you up.
There's so many beautiful moments here that's created, and if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of something special and you want to progress, you know, it's bigger than a high school. It's bigger than an institution. It's bigger than any school. It's Saint Ignatius.